Hi everybody and welcome back to Let's Play Pokemon Let's Go Pikachu. And so, last time we went to the power plant. My apologies. Bloody hell. We went to the power plant and we got ourselves our Zapdos, the second of 3 legendary birds. And now all that's left is to go through the area before we get to the Indigo Plateau. I never remember the name. But it's the area before the dungeon we have to go through before we get to the Indigo Plateau and can take on the Elite Four. But first, we have our second to last battle with Doosh. No spoiler. Well, it's not a spoiler at this point. Everybody knows that in Gen 1 you fight your... I think it happens in every gen, to be fair, that... Apologies. The rival is, you know, the current champion, and you have to take them down to become champion yourself. So this is going to be our second to last fight with Doosh, and he's got a Pidgeot to start off with, and now he's got a Vileplume. Vileplume I've never really used. I just don't like its design. I think it looks ugly as fuck. But anyway, let's flamethrower the bitch. Don't think this will take it out in one hit. No, it took it over half its health though. Petal Dance. Oh, it does a bit of damage. I keep getting that mixed up with Swords Dance, because Swords Dance is a move that you can, where you take a turn to kind of greatly boost your attack stat. I thought that was a similar thing here with Petal Dance, but nope, that's an actual grass type attack. But Vileplume's down, now it's got Marowak. So, Gyarados. Yep, let's do that. And yeah. I do actually kind of like this because, you know, he saves, you know, we save the Cubone and Doosh takes it under his care, and then he kind of... And by the final, the final 2 battles with him, he's now got a Marowak, so he's obviously taking good care of the Pokemon that we saved in, what's the name of the place? In, Lavender Town. That's the one. God, I couldn't remember for a minute there. But, 2 Surfs and it's down. Bye, Marowak. I do actually like Marowak's design, actually. It's kind of cool. But anyway, now he's got Jolteon. So we're going to use Doug Trio. I believe... apologies. At least in Gen 1, Jolteon was the fastest Pokemon in the whole game. Up there with the likes of... I believe Electrode is one of the fastest as well. Yeah, double kick. Caused a good amount of damage, even though it's a good few levels below me. But I'm going to dig. Now you can't hurt me, piece of shit. Yeah, I'm like 6 levels above it. And it caused so much damage to me. But one-shotted that son of a bitch. And we're now done. Nice to see that the same situation is in place where, you know, when he has an Eevee in the original Gen 1, if you beat him all 3 times, he got a Jolteon. If you beat him... you know, like once or twice, like if it was a mixed thing, like if you won and lost, then you got a Vaporeon, and then if you lost all 3 times, you got a Flareon. To kind of, you know, just to show, you know, if you lose to him, you get the weaker Pokemon, and if you get to fight the weaker Pokemon, and if you win all of them, you have to fight the strongest version of the strongest evolution. Nice to see they keep that intact, keep that in place. I will say I love this musical track that plays here on the route to the Indigo Plateau and the Elite Four. It's a very nice piece of music. But yeah, this is going to be sorry, this is going to be our what we're going to be doing for the next couple of parts. is getting to the Elite Four, so it does take a while. I'm not a fan of this dungeon, if I'm honest. And we've still got our last legendary bird to... Sorry. Damn. We've still got our last legendary bird to catch, Moltres. So let's head through. Oh, this guy's job must suck. Oh my god, and now the good music's gone. You know, just sitting there bobbing in the water waiting for people to come and challenge the Elite Four. You know, make the way to challenge the Elite Four. Make sure they have the right badge. That must really, really suck. His job must really suck. This is bullshit. Poliwag. Oh my god. Poliwag, you suck. Oh god, there's another one. 5 golden raspberries. I believe the golden raspberries, I believe... I think the raspberries make it easier to catch your target. Like, it slows down the reticle, I think, when you try and catch a Pokemon. I think so, anyway. That's what I remember, anyway. Yeah, there's no... I'm just looking for items at this point. Don't need any more Pokemon in my team. I'm fully done. That's the Volcano badge. This is always the part I hated about this section. You know, the kind of, like, individually having to go through each... You know, go through them being like, oh, do you have this Pokemon? Fuck you, Execute. I did actually catch that Execute there. First one I caught. The pineapple berries, I believe they make it easier to catch it, like they bring down the level. So, Victory Road. It's time for us to head through Victory Road. So here we go, Victory Road, the last dungeon of the game, and it's... Oh my god, it's kind of annoying. It's worse than the original Gen 1, but thank you. It's a lot of block pushing and putting them onto... and putting these big blocks onto switches and that kind of shit. Yeah, it's just... I hated this. Fuck. That's a big Nidoking. No, that wasn't a Nidoking. What are you on about? That's a Rhydon. Fuck Tom, you're an idiot. Okay, so now we've got to go have our battle against... What's his name? Alemana. He's a coach trainer. And he's just got one Pokemon. He's got a Ditto. I think it's the first time we've seen a Ditto. I do like Dittos. I like the gimmick, I suppose. I think the design is a bit shit. I mean, it's essentially a pink blob with an eye, 2 eyes and a mouth. But I do like the gimmick of like them copying the Pokemon that you've got, like them copying you know, your Pokemon and all his kind of move set and like strengths and weaknesses and all that. It's kind of cool. I don't know what I was expecting here. I think I got kind of bored. Yeah, here I am. I'm kind of switching. I'm like, haha, Doug Trio. He's got a Pikachu. He's electric type. He's weak to electric type. He's going to use a slam on me, but fuck that. I don't care. Because I'm just going to go and use Dig. And I'll be fine. Shit. I forgot my Pikachu had a water type move. And now my Ditto is dead. Motherfucker. Nobody likes you. But anyway. Kadabra, can you finish him off, please? Thank you. I think I just... Do I go straight for... Yeah, I go for Psychic. Kill him. My god. This is a beefy Ditto. Fortunately, this won't cause... okay, fuck. Fuck me, right? It's not supposed to cause a lot of damage. I have a high special attack, special defense. That shouldn't be the case. Oh well. I survived. And now Kadabra's at level 53. And we're done. Alamana is finished. Go fuck yourself. And we get 10 Pikachu candies, so we can boost up our Pikachu's attack stats. No, all the Pikachu stats, which is kind of nice. Something else which I kind of like as well. Because we're in a cave, we've got our light up ability, which is automatically on, as you can see, because Pikachu's all got that yellow aura around him. Stealth Rock. Rock type move, which I'm not going to use. It's not really that useful. The only thing I don't like about this section, this bit here, this floor, is that if you want to get both of these, then you have to go in and then go back out to get both items to get this block to reset, which is kind of irritating, but whatever. Oh shit, it's a Chansey. I think I've already caught a Chansey though. I'm sure I am. Oh, we're going to the battle. There must be a new Pokemon here. I don't think it's Kangaskhan. I always find Kangaskhan hard to read. I think it's just a normal type, so it's kind of difficult to work out like what attacks work well against it. So I just kind of stuck with a Pikachu here, I think. I think Kangaskhan, I think, has good defense and good physical attack, but everything else is kind of subpar. But anyway, Kangaskhan's down. Who's next? Oh, this is why I'm showing off Venusaur. I never liked Venusaur's design. Bulbasaur is like my favorite Pokemon of all time just because of the design. I don't know, I just really love Bulbasaur's design. It's such a cute design. Venusaur is a bit too kind of... I don't know, I just don't like it. For some reason, I couldn't tell you 100% why. I just think his design is a bit shit. But I just don't like it. But if you want a grass type, I mean, Venusaur is probably your best bet, along with Executor is another good design, a good choice if you want a good grass type. But as I've said before, at least in Gen 1, bad editing. Grass types are kind of shit. I mean, they're good for like the first 3-4 gyms, I think. Like the first half of the game, they're pretty good, but after that, they just become completely and utterly pointless and useless. Anyway, we've got another battle on our hands. This time he's starting off with a Rapidash, and I've got Splishy Splash, bitch. Not dead in one shot. Pikachu should be doing better than this. Flare Blitz is kind of a cool move, except that it does cause recoil damage, so that's a bit of a weakness, I suppose, for that attack, but it's kind of a decent attack. Yay! Rapidash is done. Bye, Rapidash. Alright, who's next? Victory Bell. Yeah, Arcanine, let's go. Once again, Victory Bell, one of the better grass types in the game, but once again, grass types are kind of pointless. I don't really like his design. He's at least better than the previous two, because Bellsprout and Weeping Bell do look very, very goofy and kind of durish. At least the Victory Bell is kind of a somewhat cool design. And Arcanine's gone up to level 53, and now it's time for Starmie, so Pikachu, come back out. Let's shock this motherfucker. And Starmie, I think, is like a pretty good water type, from what I remember. He's got good good like defense and good physical attack as well, to be fair. But yeah, I've never used him in a team really. I've always just stuck with, like I say, I've either stuck with Gyarados or Vaporeon or Blastoise. 3 Ultra Balls. So now we can move on to the next floor. Right then, on this floor, I think this is the floor where you can... No, I think, you know what, I'm talking at my ass. It's the next floor which has the optional 3rd Legendary Bird fight. And there's another switch. Like, to be fair, this isn't difficult, really. It's just... Like, dungeon isn't difficult, it's just long. There's just a lot of pushing this shit about, which is not very interesting to me. It's probably the worst, and there is a reason why I think in my original Gen 1 playthrough that I kind of stopped here. Solar Beam, best grass type attack, but I don't have a grass type, so that's fucking useless. But yeah, what was I saying? Oh yeah, I think that the reason why I stopped the first time I played this, the original Gen 1, is because of this. I was just like, it's such a long dungeon and such a pain in the ass to go through that I was just like, fuck it, I'm stopping, I'm not bothering. I also didn't like the fact that, my Pokemon were so underleveled that I had to spend like so much time grinding that I was just like, I got bored. I didn't like grinding, so. Now, Tauros. Tauros is a Pokemon which I never used until my first playthrough of this particular game of Let's Go Pikachu. Tauros is a pretty fucking good Pokemon. It has a good moveset. It has a good moveset, good physical defense, good physical attack, and it's fairly quick as well. It's a good well, fuck you. Hit with recoil. But Tauros is a fucking good Pokemon. I was seriously contemplating putting one in for this playthrough just because of how much I loved using him in the first run. But in the end, I decided not to and stuck with my getting Scyther as my 6th Pokemon choice, just because I'd always wanted to use him, and he's good, pretty quick. Mr. Mime, just a Pokemon which is not really usable, and this is why I'll be using Scyther. Bug strong against Psychic. Bye, mate. But Mr. Mime is kind of like, that's the option when you really want to be different. Because, why would you go for that when you could go for, Alakazam, or you could go for Hypno? They're just better Pokemon all around. They just have better attack and defense stats. So there you go. But anyway, we're pretty much at the end of the part. So that's going to be it for this part of Pokemon Let's Go Pikachu. Join me next time, where in the next part we'll be continuing through. We'll be fighting off against Moltres, and we'll be finally reaching Indigo Plateau. And preparing to battle the Elite Four. So join me next time for the next part of Pokemon Let's Go Pikachu, where we'll catch ourselves our final legendary bird. Moltres. Anyway, I had trouble with that. Anyway, see you next time.